producer's point of view.
All right, we back in the building. This is the producer's point of view. I'm DWI, New York's most influential producer, aka the Pioneer Podcast, and that's POP, Pop to y'all. All y'all my sons out there. Nah, I'm not gonna do that today because we got Detroit is in the building. So when Detroit is in the building, we gotta line ourselves up, get ready. What's up? What's going on? Introduce yourself.
Yo, what up, though, man? I'm Rich PREZ.
Oh, no, I know you ain't gonna be all cool like that. You cool? If you cool like that, then you cool.
Yeah,
you cool?
I'm
you
a
cool?
smooth guy.
All right,
man.
you smooth like that. All right. Shout out to my man Jesse Jess for plugging. Jesse is the gift that keeps on giving. He's the guy that started me doing radio back in 2002, and this is my 25th year. So I always got to make sure I take time to shout him out. So if y'all doing business with Jesse, he good. He's solid. We've been going damn near 20 something years straight.
Absolutely.
On this independent market. But tell me what's going on. You in the city for a big deal today. You was running around. Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah, man. I just inked a deal with Rock Nation Distribution. So
all right.
Carter.
Horns to that. This is what I'm talking about. We got quality artists in here. So all right, so that's what's happening now. Let's go back. So how long you been an artist?
Man, I've been an artist since all my life, but when it comes to marketing and taking things serious, about 2.5, 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but as far as an artist and rapping and just being creative, you've been doing that since.
Start with poems, writing poems, frustration and stuff. I was in trouble a lot.
So you was a trouble kid in school.
I was in trouble
so
a lot.
you
I
used
stayed on punishment, no TV.
Wow, no TV.
No TV.
That was the punishment back in the day, right?
But it was
now they take your iPad, your Xbox, and
But now look what it did.
Look what it did. Now I definitely believe I teach the youth, and I do believe that some of us have these gifts of creation, and it's not you can't just confine us into a book and a lesson and think that we just gonna just sit there and be quiet. We want to act out a little bit because that's our nature to entertain. So salute to you. All right, so let's go to a trip through Detroit. Well, I've been there once. I haven't been in the city of Detroit. I went to go visit somebody on the outskirts somewhere far. It was one of the suburbs, and I was like, damn, this is cheap. I drove past the stadium. I know I did that.
Yeah.
But that was on my way driving. I drove from Canada.
Yeah.
Down. So tell me what's up with Detroit. Give me a little history about Detroit. I know about Eminem and I know about D12 and all those guys.
Oh yeah, those are legends for
Big
sure.
Sean.
Yeah, for sure, man. My side, I'm from the east side of Detroit. So
it's always a side. Why is it always a side with us black people? Why we can't just live?
It's Detroit, but
south side, north side, east side.
To get on you. That's the first thing somebody gonna ask you from Detroit. What side? What part? Where you from?
All right, and then when you answer that, what changes?
It's two different classes. It's just east side had a little bit more harder, I would say. You little more rugged.
Why would you say that?
West side was a little bit more money. It's closer to the suburb, closer. To, you know what I'm saying?
So they be acting bougie over there.
Yeah. West side dudes bougie for sure.
All right, and you from east side.
Yeah.
All right. So the east side. Who else is from the east side that I would know? So I can put the personalities together.
Eminem is actually from the east side. So for sure him.
Real quick, why you from there, right? Why do people try to give Eminem so much of a hard time, and outside of the fact that he's white, when he's been dead nice his whole career? Like, what is the problem with people?
The generation lapse from Detroit. It was a big gap in our generations because most of the guys who would have been coming up after Eminem are dead or in prison. So like those guys are really just coming home. So you got Eminem, who we feel like, okay, you might have skipped us with giving back, and like Royce the 5'9", that's not our generation.
Right.
So you got, for us, we see the Ice Square Vezos, the Babyface Rays, and when it comes to that, people give back, you know what I'm saying, and help out and pull a helping hand. And the thing is, Eminem did that. It just missed he's tired, man. Right. He retired. He's chilling. Where's Slim Shady?
Yeah, and that Martha Mathers album was my classic. Like, that was a classic to me. Like, that's when I really got involved with him. And I remember working at that was my first job I had back in between 97 and when that album dropped, 99?
I believe so.
Because I think I quit the job in 2001. So it was somewhere around that time. And it was just because the Chronic came out. The Chronic came out in 2000. 1999. So all right, so you came up on the east side.
Yeah.
Who was your influences coming up, and who did you work with that got you like to the point where you're at now, where you felt like you sharpened your sword and you was, I'm ready to get this deal now?
Are you meaning like rappers?
Like in your neighborhood, your set.
I listen to a little bit of everybody. For me, it was LOM though. LOM, my guys.
Yes, you mentioned a bunch of names, and I've been in the game for a minute, but I just don't. It's too hard to know everybody.
Detroit is we have our own underground. So it's
Right.
like these guys. That's why, like, when you see a Detroit dude, it's like he already look like he rich
Right.
because you know,
y'all got your own system over there,
facts.
which is dope too. I hear like Cameron and them, like when they tell their stories about traveling, and when every time they mention Detroit, it's always like, yo, Detroit, dudes from Detroit, they give it up a certain type of way, and again, we always go to like the violent part about us, which I don't like to have that type of conversation because that's not all we are.
Yeah,
but that seems to be what defines us as how we move. But obviously you made it here, so you made it through the streets and through all that. What was coming up? What was it like life coming up with your family?
With my family, my mom's and pops divorced, so I was a little bit of back and forth.
But you had both of them.
Yeah, I had both.
Yeah,
of them.
same thing.
Sure.
Like same
great
thing
parents,
like me.
you know what I'm saying. But so back and forth with me being on that, I was able to see the
was
west
it east side, west side?
Yeah,
wow,
so
go
had
figure.
The east, both worlds,
right?
So that helped with the music.
So you have friends on both sides. So you got the bougie side of you, and then you got the I'm gonna turn up and bring it back to the block.
Facts. I'll put it to you like this: you got your neat scammers and you got your hard trappers.
Oh, okay. Neat scammers and hard trappers.
There it is.
All right, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna coin that. We might put that on a shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So music wise now, production, all you do is rap or do you do a little bit of everything?
For me, I rap, but I don't do a little bit of everything. So like I'm just blessed with a gift to be able to put my words in.
And that started from poetry first.
Facts.
You ever did any like poetry slams? Thotty over here, he's a poet as well too. He does them. He does it for real. Like
that's hard, bro. That's hard.
But, so you just wrote poetry. You didn't really perform it.
Nope. See, I wish I could do the little snap.
You wish? You're a whole rapper performing on stages.
I would love to do it.
So that's not on your bucket list to do now?
It's
like
one thing on the bucket list for sure.
All right,
like,
I'm gonna connect you with my guy Thotty. He gonna give you some
Erykah Badu. Like I know
Erykah Badu. That is crazy, man. So what's life like in Detroit now? Like after pandemic, like what is life like? What was it like during pandemic and now after? What changed there? Because a lot changed in New York City in terms of the technology and all.
It was life during pandemic was fun in the city, man. Everybody had
fun.
Y'all
had fun. They didn't lock y'all down because we ain't have fun.
We was locked down, but like the money was flowing. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like
income was coming.
Yeah, like we lost some people. For people that lost people, it hurt.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it was what a time to be alive.
It kind of reminded me of that whole Marvel Thanos snap, like because a lot of people didn't come out of that. My dad the same way. Like my dad went in the hospital 2020, and that was the last I ever seen him that summer. So it's like a lot of people that happened to, and you watching that movie and seeing how that happened and how it affected people. So did anybody close to you pass away that changed?
Yeah, that was my number one. I wouldn't be rapping if it wasn't for her.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got dedications, obviously, for her.
Yeah.
Did you do a song for her yet, or you got something in the work?
No, I can't do it because it's like you still in that pain. The word is like
the grief is real.
It's
like
too real.
Yeah.
Like,
people that don't understand, like we lost people like in the block, people getting shot and all that. We dealt with that type of grief, like mad and but when you lose somebody like. That just
can't place anger.
Yeah, there's nowhere
to put it. There's no get back for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to you. What's her name again?
Visa. Yeah.
Shout out to Visa. Yeah. Let's keep her there. But now you're doing it, so I would imagine that because she helped inspire you to get to this point, now you are gonna, that energy is in you now.
I believe she's still helping, man. That's my guardian angel. You know what I'm saying? So like even all of this, the way things line up. That it has to be from a higher power. You know what I'm saying? It can't be from me.
Yeah, you always gotta think of it like that. Like, because again, we can't see the spirits and all that. We can only believe what we believe, and then use that energy to do more positive. Whatever. I see you came in with a team. So again, when people come in with a team, then I know, all right, they doing what needs to be done, because you cannot do it by yourself in this game.
Yeah.
And I guess those that tried it understand exactly what I'm saying right now.
Facts.
Did you start off by solo, or did you always run with a crew?
I actually started off in the group, man. We was DOA. I was in the group.
Did it stand for Dead on Arrival?
No, I don't dedication over anything.
See, that's why we don't assume. What you think DWI stands for?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Take a guess.
Drinking with influence.
See? Yeah, you close. Damian Williams influence. Okay, so you had the influence in there. The drink, it could be drinking with influence, but it's definitely my name. Yeah. And I remember coming up with the name. I had you come up with your name. Let's talk about name.
I was getting ready to leave school before lunch, And my man's was like, before you leave, bro, we got to figure out a meaning behind DOA. And at this time, I was going to school in the suburbs. And for some reason, I felt like I was being stereotyped with the teachers, you know.
So how they used to treat you?
It was, you know, you wasn't getting the help that you probably in need, or people would see me and suspect me doing some things.
Was you doing anything? I'm about to say, was they kind of right? Was they
right.
close?
They was right, but at the same time, it was kind of like trying to turn something negative into a positive.
Right.
And that's what I was doing with that situation the whole time, any dang way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So dedication over anything ended up becoming what we stuck with. And when my man's passed away, rest in peace, Bando, but he passed away off of fake drugs, fake pills, you know what I'm saying? So re-rocking, but
hopefully we can get past that that drug pandemic. I don't know why everybody feels that they need to get high to live life, but life be hard. Life be hard.
You need to escape sometime, but it don't have to be that. You feel me? Other options just.
That's what I say. Do you feel like your music helps you escape? Like when you're around in the studio, or
it does, but at the same time, like you need more than that, because that turns into a job eventually. You know what I'm saying? So you need more than that. You know, meditation. I like quiet, peace, or just going by the water.
Do your ears ring when it's quiet? Because mine does. I got tinnitus.
Yes.
It's never quiet. It's tinnitus.
I never knew that.
That's from listening to stuff too loud in headphones all our lives since hip hop. Everybody probably got that.
Yeah, and I'm used to doing stuff all the time, so I just feel like I got to be doing something.
But you block it out after a while. It's there, but you know, until you remind yourself that it's there. All right, so before we get to the record, because today you busy, you running around, so I'm happy that you guys got here on time, and you know, and we getting through this interview, and this is gonna be big, because again, when I do the producer's point of view, this is not about what's happening right now. This is about your life, your career, and how you want to move with that. What's the name of the record?
Champagne Tears.
Champagne Tears. Yeah. That's not in the Matrix Studios. Did you send it to Matrix Studios?
Yep. My manager
at Gmail, the Matrix Studios Gmail. If you could airdrop it, that'll work too. If you want to just skip the line. And all right, so if you get a chance to if you had a chance, let's say this is the pandemic again, it's the new version of the pandemic, and you can only do one of three things. You can either produce a record, perform a record, or promote a record for 30 days straight. That's all you could do is that. Which one would you choose and why? No, right now. If it just at any point, this is a hypothetical question.
But you saying like bringing it back to COVID times though. Like
I'm just saying how we were stuck that time, just using that as
marketing all day.
You would do promotion straight. You love promotion. So after you make the music, you ready to go right to the marketing stage?
Go to the market.
Oh, you trying to get to the money?
Absolutely. For sure. That's one thing we got in common. That's why Detroit and New York get along, man.
Right, because we about that money. Yeah. Why do other states be mad at us when we be talking the way we talk, our city talk? And you know, our forward thinking, and when they be like, you know, Southern or whatever, I'm like, well, you can't be mad at us because that's the way we move fast.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Other people, you know, they move a little slower. It take them a little bit, you know, a little longer to pick up what we putting down.
Yeah. And y'all talk like listening to Big Sean or I was listening to the new song he got right now. Why would I stop? And that joint is hard too. Yeah. But listening to like, you know, M and y'all can go fast. You got fast flows, or you got this? Because you came in here smooth.
I switch it up.
So you know, this record we're about to get into, is it?
I'm like Jay-Z. I switch it up every 2 flows.
Huh?
Like Jay-Z. I switch it up every 2 flows.
Every 2 flows?
Every 2 songs, I gotta switch it up.
All right. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that record in 2.2 seconds, and this is the Matrix Studio. So again, it's the 25 years running. We're working on 25 years now. So we've been doing it since 2000. And all we do is support independent artists and show love and give y'all a platform when y'all come to the city. I just got to Wall Street in November, so this is my new location. I used to be in the Bronx. You normally would have to go to the Bronx where J. Cole and Nipsey and all them, Cardi, all of them came to back in the good old days before they first started. So I'm happy that you just got signed to Rock Nation, and now you came to the Matrix Studio. So now, boom, when 2 or 3 years go by and you putting in that work, I can look back and be like, I was the homie that came through when he first. You
gotta bring me back on.
Exactly. You come back through. Just you're always welcome to come through. So don't be a stranger. At all. And definitely shout out where they can your Instagram, where they can find you at.
On Instagram, One Rich PREZ, RIXH.PREZ.
One Rich PREZ.
Yeah.
Love that name. That's and listen, you gotta make it until you make it, not fake it until you make it. It's too much faking and going on out here. But I definitely don't want to hold y'all up, and I appreciate you and the team coming through. So Thotty, let's get into that record, and y'all stay tuned. There'll be more producer point of view when we come back.
DWI Music.